everybody, so this is going to be my non-spoiler review for Better Call Saul as a complete series. I'm not sure if this is going to be just a non-spoiler review for Season 6 because Season 6 is absolutely chock full of spoilers. So I might touch upon the quality of the final season towards the end of the video, but this is just my overall opinion of Better Call Saul, the series as a whole. So, do I think this show is worth watching? Yes, absolutely yes. It is a fantastic prequel. It might actually be the best prequel I've ever seen. It fits in almost perfectly to the chronologically of Breaking Bad, the history of Breaking Bad, the universe of Breaking Bad, the characters of Breaking Bad. And they're really able to pull off some really smart and clever tricks that make you see Breaking Bad in a different way and get new meanings from that show. But of course this is not Breaking Bad. This is not the story of Walter White. This is the story of Walter White's lawyer before the events of Breaking Bad, before he met Walter White. So it does start off pretty slowly. It does start off feeling like it could be a little bit unremarkable, like it's sort of going through the motions, but it picks up pretty quickly, and it's all about Saul Goodman. Well, Jimmy McGill is his real name, and it's his journey being from like a nobody who just doesn't know what to do with his life to being an aspiring lawyer, and his own kind of sort of skewed way that he sees the justice system, and how he eventually becomes a lawyer for criminals. So it's a very long and interesting story, and we see like a really detailed history and backstory of Jimmy McGill and just the type of person he is and the development of his skills. Now definitely the one thing that Jimmy McGill is definitely most talented at is talking to people. He is really good at being able to hold a person's attention where most people wouldn't be able to go that far. He goes the extra mile when it comes to his words, and he is so fluent in speaking. He knows how to like steer a conversation one way and then steer it in the other way, and how to persuade a person to believe what he says. He is extremely persuasive, and he becomes more and more so as the series goes on. There are also like a lot of recurring characters in this show that do also appear in Breaking Bad, and I'm not going to spoil what happens to these characters in the show or spoil what happens to them in Breaking Bad. But certain people are going to relate to the show in different ways because of whether they've seen Breaking Bad before or if they haven't. That they might not know whether a certain character is supposed to be killed off or a certain character is supposed to live, which makes the show more mysterious in that regard, in the way it was released and the way it's set before Breaking Bad. And also, another point I gotta really address is just how amazing the show looks, is shot, and is directed. It is an astounding looking show. It really is. The direction is impeccable. The writing is almost perfect. The cinematography is amazing. It might even look better than Breaking Bad because Vince Gilligan as a director is now more experienced behind the camera than what he was in Breaking Bad. I'm not sure that the show is quite as cleverly written as Breaking Bad in its plot structure. I mean, Breaking Bad, you could just talk for hours and hours of just how impeccably directed that show is. But this show is also impeccably directed. I'm still unsure of how they both stack up and how much better one is than the other. But they are both pretty equal, in my opinion, at this point, in the terms of storytelling, because very detailed, very extensive. Some people will find it slow, so I don't think everybody is going to like it. But I think the majority of people who loved Breaking Bad will like this show as well. But the show isn't just all about Saul. There are several new characters that are thrown in, which are also really good. Kim Wexler is also a really good character in the show. I keep on forgetting the name of the actor, but she is really good in this. She is really good. Her delivery is great. Her emotional acting is great. She's a very confident character, though she's reserved at the same time. As the series goes on, she kind of catches on more to what Saul's doing, and starts to become a bit of a victim to him, even though Saul isn't meaning it intentionally. I guess the concerning aspect of Saul Goodman is that he is a bit of a pathological liar, which is concerning. But he does have a good heart. I mean, he's not a sociopath or anything like that. There are several characters that are revealed in the show that are possibly sociopaths. It's pretty obvious when you see it, but Saul is not one of those types of people. He really isn't. He's actually quite gullible as well. He's a very depth and layered character, and that's, I think, what makes him so likable as a protagonist. But as I said earlier, the final season dropped, well, it started about 6 to 8 months ago after about a 1.5 year hiatus because of COVID. And do I think this show concluded up very well? I think it absolutely did. I think it did it close to perfectly, because the way it panned out was, it was unexpected, yet it was kind of what we all kind of saw coming anyway. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but it is a really good finale. Not sure that it completely stands up to the Breaking Bad finale, but it's great for what it is, and I really enjoyed it. It did have twists and turns. Not as many twists and turns as a Breaking Bad finale, but it did have twists and turns, had emotional moments, and it was very satisfying and conclusive, so I will say that. So, my opinion of the show is pretty high. I do think it is a very well-crafted show. So my overall opinion of it is definitely go see it if you get the chance, even if you haven't seen Breaking Bad. It's probably even better if you haven't seen Breaking Bad that you see the show first, because it kind of introduces you to all of these characters that a few of them do make reappearances in Breaking Bad. I would say if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, watch this show first, but watch maybe the first 4 or 5 seasons, or at least half of it, and then go watch Breaking Bad in its entirety, and then watch the final season of Better Call Saul, as it kind of concludes everything that Breaking Bad led up to. So if I was to give this a score, I would give this a very solid, very well-deserved 9 out of 10. I don't think it did everything completely perfectly. I have to probably watch it a few more times to know for sure. But overall, it's definitely the best TV show that I've seen in quite a few years. And you should definitely check it out if you haven't done already. So I hope you've enjoyed my review. Thanks for watching, and take care. Yeah, get it, Will, get it. Bella, back! Get away from the birdie.
Yeah, Bubba's out there.
Good thing you whipped the camera out.
Get it, Bella, get it.
Guaranteed that the Bubbas don't like dogs.
Oh, okay.
Get it, Bella, get it.
Bella! Come on!
Jack, don't. You'll piss it off. Whoa! Shit! Oh, great. Now I have to get on this side.